Hello M2 students, this is Teacher Win and welcome to the last lesson for your Unit 1 and it's all about excretory system. So before we start the lesson about excretory system, so you may look for further information on pages 18, 19, 20, and 21 of your book. Okay, the excretory system. Actually, it's a combination of different organs from your different body systems, like for example, your skin, from your respiratory system, from your digestive system. So it's a collection of organ that you can find in your excretory system, wherein those organs, their main function or the main thing that they will do is to excrete. The word is excrete. Excrete meaning to remove. To remove the body waste. Body waste like for example your carbon dioxide, like your urea, your poop. Okay, so they are your waste products that we don't need. So they are removed through your skin, through your lungs, or through your large intestines and then your kidneys. So for further slides, so we will be talking about these organ independently or respectively. Now, let's begin with the first organ of your excretory system, and that is your skin. So your skin, it is the largest organ from the body because your skin covers your head, your upper body, your lower body. Also your skin, it includes your hair and as well as your nails. And speaking of your skin, so it has three layers. We have your epidermis layer, epidermis, dermis, dermis, and subcutaneous fat or subcutaneous tissue, or also known as your fat. So your epidermis, this is the outer layer or the above layer of your skin. So the layer that you are touching right now, when you touch your face, when you touch your head, when you touch your shoulder, so you are touching the epidermis layer. Now, under your dermis layer, so you can find there your blood vessels like your arteries, your capillaries, your veins, and also we have here, this is what you call your sweat gland. Sweat gland, so it makes your sweat or the salty water that comes out from your skin. And then also we have here your oil gland, so it makes or produces sebum, sebum, sebum or oil. So it so that your skin and then your hair will be softer. That's why any time of the day when you touch your hair, sometimes it's a bit oily. That's because your skin has oil gland to make your oil or sebum. And then also we have your subcutaneous tissue. So this is mainly fat. So your fat acts like as it makes your body warm if it needs fuel. So if your body feels cold, so your subcutaneous fat is used as like fuel or energy to make your body warm. Now let's go to the functions, or what are the things that your skin can do. So number one, protection from physical damage. Physical damage such as like touching or maybe punching or slapping or pinching. So they are your physical damage, or bumping also. So you just imagine without your skin, so we are like bubbles, or we are like balloons that if being touched we might explode, right? So that's why your skin is there to protect you from this physical damage. Also, protection from your UV rays. So your skin prevents the development of your skin cancer. And speaking of your skin cancer, do you know that if you have black skin, or shall we say brown skin, so you have a better protection from the UV rays because your skin produces your so-called melanin, melanin. So your melanin is used to protect you from this harmful UV rays. So that's why if you have black skin or dark skin, so you have a better protection from the sun's rays. And if you are white, or if you have like white skin, so there's a big chance that you will get skin cancer. So that's why it's better, or it is advised, that you will wear like SPF 50 plus sunscreen. So whether you are black or white, you have to wear sunscreen daily. Next, it regulates body temperature. So something like if the weather is hot, so your body will release your sweat. So it makes sweat, so that it's one way of releasing the heat from your body. So meaning if you are sweating, or there's like water coming out from your body, so it's one way to release the heat from your body. Also, if your skin also regulates the body temperature if the weather is cold, right? So that's why if you notice that when the weather is cold, the hair from your skin, they stand up, right? It's one way of preventing your body to release more heat outside. Okay, so that's the beauty of your skin. So it's not only like for making your skin beautiful now. So your skin has different functions. It's not only that white skin the better, no. Okay, your skin has many ways to offer for your body, like your protection, regulation, and making your sweat. And speaking of your sweat, this word sweat, it's not sweet, so the word is sweat. So your sweat is like a mixture of 99% water and 1% other substances like your salt. That's the reason when you taste the sweat, it's a bit salty. So it's a combination of that 1%, your salt, your urea, your sugar, your amino acid, your lactic acid. So that's the composition of your sweat. Okay, so let's go to the next slide. So we have your lungs. So we knew it already from our respiratory system lesson. So let's have a short review. So your lungs, so there are two that you can find in your chest. So it is protected with your rib cage, or the bone that protects your heart and also your lungs. That's your rib cage. So basically in your lungs, so it's the organ responsible for breathing, meaning it's the organ that is responsible for getting oxygen and removing carbon dioxide. So its main function is to remove carbon dioxide and water vapor. Water vapor is like your steam, or something like the water in the air. That's your water vapor through the alveoli and capillaries. So you can see here your alveoli. So your alveoli looks like grapes, and that grapes, so there's a capillaries, this blue and red color, so it wraps around the alveoli. So your capillaries carry your carbon dioxide to your alveoli, then your alveoli will remove this carbon dioxide through breathing. Next is we have your large intestines. So it is part of your digestive system. So your digestive system includes your mouth, your throat, your stomach. So those are some organs of your digestive system, but I will focus more on your large intestines. So your large intestines, so it's like a long tube shaped structure connecting to your small intestines. So this organ here is your stomach, right? So this one is your small intestine. So your small intestine absorb the nutrients needed by your body. So any excess that your small intestine cannot absorb, so they are moved to your next structure, which is your large intestine. So your large intestine has three parts. Number one, this area. This is your cecum. So by the way, so if we will divide your body into two, so this one is your right side, and this one is your left side. Okay, so in your right side, so you have here, this is the right side, so this is your cecum. I think you've heard the word appendix. Appendix. So something like, if you have a friend like, oh, your right side feels very painful, so that's what you call your appendicitis. And normally you have to go to the hospital for treatment. Some of the doctors would tell you to remove this appendix. So it is found here in this right side of your body. So it's really painful to have appendicitis. Okay, but let's go back to your intestines. So this one is your cecum. Next is we have your colon. So starting from this one, colon, this is ascending colon. This one is your transverse colon. Then this one is your descending colon. Then this one is your sigmoid colon. So here, here, and here, and here, they are your colon. And then we also have your rectum. So again, the three parts of your large intestines, cecum, colon, and then your rectum. So what are the functions? So they absorb water and salts from the material that has not been digested as food. So just remember water absorption. And number two is to remove any leftover in form of feces. So normally anything that you eat today, it will come out tomorrow or the next day because your poop, okay, or this feces here, so it stays in your large intestine for like 1 day to 1.5 day. Okay, so that's the reason when you poop, so you will not see the food that you eat yesterday. So something like it's a combination of what you eat actually yesterday. So because they stay longer here in your large intestine. Also, so you have to make sure that it's not that very long, not 1 week, not 5 days. Because remember, so your large intestine is like a sponge. So meaning the longer your food will stay here in your large intestine, so the more water is removed. So I think you've heard the word constipation. Constipation. Constipation is like your poop is like a stone. It's very hard to remove. So when you poop, it's difficult because there's no more water or little water left in your poop. That's your constipation. And I think you have heard also the word diarrhea. Diarrhea. So your diarrhea is like your poop looks like water, liquid poop. So that's if your food here moves very fast, meaning less than like maybe 12 hours. So if your food here moves very fast here in your colon, so your intestine cannot absorb water that fast. So as a result, so your poop is water, looks like water, and that is your diarrhea. Okay, the last part of your excretory system is we have the kidneys. So your kidneys, so they are your pair of bean-shaped organ on either side of the spine at the lowest level of the rib cage. So your kidneys, so they are found at the back, okay? At the back, so you can touch them just above your waist. This is your waist. So they are like above your waist. And the function of these kidneys, so they filter meaning like to screen, so like filters like to pick up like, oh, this one is, I need this one, and this one I don't need it, so remove it. So something like that, that is your filter. So filter human blood by removing waste products. So your waste products there can be like your urea, water, okay, some of the minerals, so some glucose. So those are like example of your waste products, and excrete or remove them in form of urine. So speaking of your urine, So the color of your urine is like amber yellow or something like slightly yellow. If your urine looks like dark red, so there's blood in it, so you have to go to the doctor. Maybe you have UTI or urinary tract infection. Or if your urine is really like orange color or dark yellow, so maybe you are dehydrated, meaning you lack or you don't drink water that much. If your urine looks like almost white or very very light yellow, so that means you drink too much water. Okay, so again, the normal color of your urine is amber yellow, not too white, not too dark, something like yellow in the middle of the light and dark color. Okay, so going back, so your kidneys also, they maintain balance of chemicals and water in your body. So other parts of your urinary system, so aside from your kidneys, is we have your ureter, and here we have also your bladder. So your bladder has a capacity to hold urine for 500 ml. Okay, but your 500 ml here, so it's like only the minimum amount, that your bladder can hold urine. And what if right now you're listening to my video, so your kidney is making your urine non-stop. Okay, so your bladder will hold 500 ml, and if you don't want to go to the toilet, so you can hold your urine up to like a maximum of like 1 liter. So basically, so your bladder is like a muscle. It's like a balloon that can go bigger. So by the time that your bladder reaches 500 ml, so that's the time that I think I want to go and pee, right? But right now I don't want. So maybe next hour. So your bladder can hold urine for like 1 liter. Okay? And after that 1 liter, you have to go to the toilet and pee there. Okay? So speaking also of your chemicals here and water balance, so it is encouraged that you drink at least 7 to 8 glasses of water every day, because that's one way for your kidneys to work very well. Okay? Because let's help your kidney, right? So don't as much as possible, avoid soft drinks or soda because they can damage your kidneys. Not only your kidneys, other organs also. Okay, so minimize salty food, and then what else? Or food that is rich in uric acid. Uric acid foods, like for example, like internal organs. If you want to eat like pork liver, pork brain, so pork intestines, if you go to the market, so they are rich in uric acid, so it can damage your kidney in the long run if you keep on eating them every day, so it's not good. So that's it. So the main point here is drink water, at least 7 to 8 glasses every day. Okay, M2, for this part, I will be sharing to you an animation about how does your urinary system work. So that includes the parts of your urinary system and how does your body or your urinary system make urine. So please watch the video and enjoy.
Human urinary system. The kidneys are a pair of bean-shaped organs that are part of the urinary system. The kidneys are dark red, slightly flattened, bean-shaped organs, each about 10 centimeters long, 5 centimeters wide, and 2 to 3 centimeters thick, with an average weight of 120 to 170 grams. The other components of this system are the ureters, urinary bladder, and the urethra. One of the main jobs of the kidney is to filter the waste out of the blood. The urinary system regulates the quantity and composition of fluids by removing metabolic wastes from our body. The system helps in retaining proper amounts of water, salts, and nutrients in the body. The kidneys are placed against the back wall of the abdominal cavity, just below the diaphragm, one on either side of the vertebral column. Their position is slightly asymmetrical. The left kidney is placed a little higher than the right. The outer surface of a kidney is convex and the inner surface is concave. The inner surface has a deep notch. Here you can see the ureter, renal artery, and renal vein entering the kidney through this notch. A fibrous capsule surrounds the kidney. Inside the kidney, there are two zones, the cortex and the medulla. The cortex is a reddish-brown layer of tissue below the capsule, whereas medulla is a form of pale conical-shaped striations. The main function of the kidneys is to remove waste products and excess water from the blood. The kidney does it with the help of tiny filters present in it. These filters are called nephrons. The cortex and medulla together comprise millions of such nephrons, all packed together. The nephron is the structural and functional unit of a kidney. Each nephron consists of a renal corpuscle and a renal tubule. A renal corpuscle is composed of two structures: a tangled cluster of blood capillaries called glomerulus and a thin-walled sac-like structure called the Bowman's capsule, which surrounds the glomerulus. The glomerulus is actually a miniature filtering or sieving device which consists of a tightly coiled network of capillaries. Waste is filtered from the blood and collected as urine. Healthy kidneys act like a strong filter to make sure the right amount of wastes and fluids are removed from our body. As each kidney makes urine, the urine slides down through a long tube called ureter. Ureters from both the kidneys open into a storage sac known as urinary bladder. Here, urine is stored until the bladder is emptied by urinating. The bladder is connected to another tube-like structure called the urethra for the removal of urine out of the body. Every day, our kidneys process around 200 liters of blood, and around 1 to 2 liters of waste is removed as urine.
So I think you're finished watching the video, so please do your homework and answer page 23 and 24. And also, in your A4 paper, I want you to make a mind map about the excretory system. So in your mind map, please also include how to take care, again, how to take care of your excretory system. So that's all for this video, M2. So I hope you learn about your excretory system. So don't forget to do your homework and send it to the line group. So once again, thanks for watching and have a good day.